Hello, this is the main guy behind the Imbetween official. It's me. And if you recognize the voice, you might know me as Big Boy Bigger on my official channel. I have not posted in 5 months on that. So, don't expect the same editing here. I'm not doing that. Go away. But this video is mainly just to, I guess, enlighten you, whoever's watching, which I'm very grateful if you are, on what this channel is. If you saw the bio, you might have an idea, but, here's a more open kind of discussion here, and I'll give you really all the details you need to know. The In-Between is something I started back this summer, or like March. Started in March, and went all the way to now. But most of the work happened during summertime, obviously. I had the most free time. I got bored, and I wanted to do something new, so I got into writing. And I made a whole phase 1 of a cinematic universe with all new ideas. So, yeah. I love writing, it's very fun, and I understand characters so well that I feel like I'm pretty good at it as well. Obviously, you'll all be the ones to judge, but how will I release these? Because I have a long list of movies here, and I'll show you all of phase 1 now in a few minutes, a few seconds, I don't know. I'll show you all of phase 1 in a few minutes. I just want to talk about how I will get these things actually done. I have a few ways. I'd either start up a GoFundMe maybe, so I can actually have enough money to hire people and stuff, but to be fair, I don't want your money to do this. I don't deserve your money for this. It's just a little fun side project, and putting, I don't know, a few grand into this is already a bit too much. So I feel like right now what I'm going to achieve is try to do all of it with my figures. I have figures for most of the characters anyway that are in the cinematic universe. So, yeah, I feel it would be good to just, I don't know, stop motion all of it and see where it goes. Only problem is I don't have good backgrounds, and I really don't know how in the world I'm going to pull this off, but we'll find a way. Also, I guess I should have told you what the In-Between really is. The In-Between is a cinematic universe that Ma made, featuring my 4 favorite franchises: Marvel, DC, Transformers, and Godzilla in one coexisted shared universe. No multiverse, they were all naturally from this world. So that means Optimus and Cybertron were in the same world as Krypton at the same time. No multiverse, no weird Doctor Strange third eye shit. It's just plain, just one universe with 4 big corners, as I just told you. All of phase 1 is setting up the Marvel side, but surprisingly, it starts with a DC movie. Here's our list here. As you see, it's about 8 movies here, as you can see. And let's go between one each, and I'll give you vague details. Superman Legacy of Justice is a setup for just so you get the vibe. It's fun, it's lighthearted, but also has that dark tone to it. It's a very tragic universe, but it's also a very fun universe. So you're not going to be crowded with, the DCEU's, Zack Snyder's, all depression stuff. But it's not going to be all lighthearted like MCU with all the jokes. You will see tragic stuff, and it won't be covered up with jokes. But you're not always going to get sad stuff. I'm trying my best here to, make this universe just make this universe very acceptable to all audiences. I don't want to leave out a group. If you like Zack Snyder's dark tone, good for you, you get it here. If you like the good tone and more natural, funny tone of the MCU, you get it here. And the tone from the MonsterVerse and the Transformers universes, expect them too. They will also be there. You know, the kind of either funny, lighthearted tone or the very dark and decrepit tone of early MonsterVerse. You will see that. For Superman Legacy of Justice, you have your... I'll give you 4 names. You have Clark Kent Superman, the main villain, Lex Luthor, Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, and his best friend, Peter Parker. The 3 of them, Lois, Clark, and Peter, all work at the Daily Bugle. I decided to get rid of the Daily Planet as I feel like, well, this is mainly a New York story because he's not in Metropolis. He's not in Metropolis yet. He's not in Metropolis yet. He's not in Metropolis yet. So we're going to stick with the Daily Bugle. It just makes things a bit easier. There's no... You get what I mean. Daily Planet does exist, but it's in Metropolis. The story's not in Metropolis. No Daily Planet. Okay, we got that cleared. Now, the early life of Superman was a bit tragic. No, it was tragic, but he was able to overcome it. Or something. I don't know. I'm still figuring out, like, the message between every movie. Okay, I just wrote it. I don't know the tones. The next one is, and this is the long stretch of Marvel side, the Avengers X-Men saga, where we will see, well, where both the X-Men and Avengers get set up at the same time, same events, same happening. Hydra focuses on Captain America and Wolverine. Monarch sets on Gambit and Thor. Project Sentry stars Rogue and Iron Man. And Sentry, obviously. Chaos, my personal favorite, stars Black Widow and Jean. Don't ask why it's my favorite. I might like gingers, but that's a different discussion. Abomination stars Beast and Hulk, alongside Abomination, obviously. And Birth of a New Age stars most of the cast I've named there, and a few extra other characters that were also shown in these movies, including Superman. So in these movies, don't expect only Marvel. There will be there will be a bit of crossovers, especially with Monarch. And I think that's where I'm going to leave this part. I don't want to say too much about the details, but I will say I'm really trying to make the cinematic universe as, well, cinematic as it can be. I'm trying to make this feel real, you know? And don't expect too much. I'm still a beginner writer. I literally don't know, for a few of the movies, the first 3 movies, which are Superman Legacy of Justice, Avengers X-Men Hydra, and Avengers X-Men Monarch, I don't even have dialogue written out for. I only have the story. Luckily for the rest, I have the dialogue, besides Abomination. I'm still figuring that part out. But, yeah. There's definitely a lot that I need to do, and we will get there. So there's a project there I didn't mention. It's in between Abomination and Chaos. It is Imbetween Tales, which is basically a shorter form story for the in-between. They either set up a character or set up an idea that I want to do, and I don't have enough time to do it in one single movie. Tarnished. It is set on Cybertron, and I want you to take a guess on who this is about. Give you a hint, it's in the name. Now that that's done, I will say, I think I did very well with the writing process. I will give myself credit and say I did well. But I don't know, it's up to you. Don't expect any real updates for the next time being. I really need to figure out how I'm going to lay out everything and how I'm going to get everything done. I will say I don't think Superman Legacy of Justice will be the first thing to come out. It will probably be Tarnished. Mainly just for the fact it's a bit easier for me because I already have all of that wrote out. I already have an idea and I already have enough figures from that movie to do it. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. And yeah, I'm just grateful that that I get that I've convinced myself this. I'm just grateful I got to convince myself to share this idea, because it's something I've locked away that only myself and let very few people in. Only one person or two people know about this, or three. Think about 2 people know I write, but only one person knows about the universe itself. That's my best bud, which if you know him, he's from my main channel, Thor guy. That's him. That's the Thor skin. There he is. I'm probably gonna block out his name there. I don't want to fucking dox his name, but yeah. Anyway, this was Big Boy Bigger. Thank you. Well, actually, this was Imbetween. I am Mr. Imbetween himself. Yes, it's I am Imbetween, not in between. It's in between. Sounds a bit. It's like. Okay, the reason behind the name is because I could never say in between, right? And I always say with an M, so it's just like I'll just write it that way. Just makes it easier on me and harder on you. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening, and we will see what happens next. Thank you for joining me in this adventure, and I'd love to see what happens next. Goodbye.